часов прожить. Как же падает листва в садах, и куда-то все спешат такси. Только пусто на земле одной без тебя, а ты летишь, и тебе дарят звезды свою нежность. Так же пусто было на земле, и когда летала Экзюпери, так же падала листва в садах, и придумать не могла земля, как прожить ей без него, пока он летал, и все звезды ему отдавали свою нежность. Опустела без тебя земля. Если можешь, прилетай скорей.
Aelita, Aelita, Aelita. I'm probably gonna try and do this in a Russian accent. Circa 1924, when Aelita was released. Lots of hard consonants and...
So you have my money?
Maybe not. What is Aelita? Aelita, however you say it.
Вы нас видите? Видимость удовлетворительная. Что за помехи? Пыль. Нам тоже мешает.
Tolstoy, not that one. A distant cousin, perhaps. Opposed to the October Revolution, sits in exile until the NEP era begins and he realizes, oh, I can go back. Aelita is his ticket. A novel about revolution on Mars, imagined by a simple engineer who gets so jealous he shoots his fucking wife. This Tolstoy cherishes Russia. Cherished it before. He'll probably learn to cherish it again from his manor on the outskirts of Hellas Planitia. Russia, Mars, Russia, Mars, Russia, Russia, Mars, Russia. Fuck the Bolsheviks. They're the best. Had Tolstoy actually read Red Star by Bogdanov? You know, the blood transfusion pioneer. Red Star, utopian novel, 1908. Utopian, but not really. Failed utopia, maybe. But it does seem familiar. Like mentally unstable protagonists, ultimately murderous. Mars, failed utopia in Red Star. Mars, a despotic cartoon in Aelita. Had he read it? Did he read it? Aelita, 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 Aelita. It's post-Civil War at the start. Bread no longer tastes like sand. And there's a signal from outer space. Possibly sound. In Moscow, Chief Engineer Los, dreamer of Mars. At the checkpoint, Natasha, his wife, not Kolontai. Also Gusev, a soldier back from the war. Eyeshadow everywhere. In revolutionary terms, an apostle. But the revolution is over now. Now all that's left is domestic. Bread, sugar, real and imagined betrayals, bridge sex, more betrayals. Betrayals. Los, the jealous type. The type to shoot the woman and not the man. The type to go mad afterwards. That type. This will not end well for anybody. I'm still somewhere between reality and a Russian accent. And just... All his energy was devoted to finding a way to reach Mars. And he often imagined a female version of himself spying down on him, over at him. Also, Tuskor, ruler of Mars, guardian of capital, and Gore, Martian vacuum cleaner, sucking up the planet's energy. These two motherfuckers, they're the real power behind Aelita's constructivist crown. Because it can't be her, not in Los's head. Mars is a spare place. Sparse, even. A fantasy. The elite in peak condition. Cone triangles his head around. Neo-Assyrian stage capitalism. Leeches. Workers as slaves. Be leeched. A model telescope to observe the dreamer dreaming you. His most pathetic pathologies. This may not match the current background music, but Meanwhile, back in the USSR, Gusev in the hospital, nurse possibilities. To romance, she could put air in a syringe if he ever strays, with Aelita's maid on Mars. Ehrlich, capitalist, sleaze, underlayer of the NEP, desperate to write in the pages of Krasnaya to return to the past, where wine didn't taste like vinegar. Chaser of Natasha lost his wife. All the men in this film wish to poach another man's wife. The ultimate catch, Aelita the Queen, who is simultaneously Natasha, lost his wife. He lost, imagines Mars, desires to go there, and ravage, desiccate it. Here, in Russia, Soviet Union, a dream. Who is who and what is what? Who is what and what is who? Tolstoy, the writer, remains in a state of perv, glued to the glands of the past, a gleeful liquor of the clit of the now. Because the Bolsheviks gave him a mention. Nah, this isn't about Mars at all. Not in its heart. Mars is an escape, then a reassertion of her duplicitousness. Mars. Let me impregnate you with domestic melodrama, a cartoonish dictatorship. Help me to grow angrier at my wife. And the workers? Put them back in the fucking fridge. On the back of caveman jealousy, Loss's only comfort is his efforts to rebuild Great Russia. Natasha, his wife, is getting in the way. Women are just naturally obstructed. What is to be done? Again. I have a gun. 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 Wife. Gun. I have a wife. I have a gun. I have a comrade to shoot your own wife, not someone else's, not that little prick Ehrlich, in her own home. To be truly free is to murder, not a foe, but a maiden. A maiden who zigged instead of zagged, an obstacle to the truth of yourself that you will miss on some level as an artifact of 1 hour and 10 minutes in, and now finally no, not yet. Disguised as a Bolshevik, Loss returns to his wife's corpse, the woman he just shot, weeps for what his psyche has or hasn't done. The real is elsewhere, any place, whatever. Wife, it's safer here. In the psychological, she's not real. In existentialism, in nihilism, not real. Nihilism with miserable others. She is not fragmented wife. She desires control to take it from me. I desire to submit to that. She's better now that she's unreal. There is no Aelita, she's dead. She's not real. I am Perv. I love her. She's not here. Lies containment, protection. At any moment someone could knock on that door. Or just walk right in. I don't really know how any of this works. Things feel vaguely constructivist. Myth into ology. Cold. Isn't she? Not that cold. With no battles to fight, Gusev feels bored out of his fucking mind. He has no foe, no Uno, no Connect 4. What is to be done? Loss is imagining him to be this demotivated, to leave his wife in search of... what would Kollontai make of this? Zasule. 1 hour and 25 minutes. Mars. A full detachment from reality. Tuskub, the dictator of Mars, wants the aliens terminated as soon as they land. Aliens is a nice touch. Aelita begging for mercy, her entire ontology magicked up by Loss the Dreamer. Kills an astronomy official, I think. I'm not really clear about this scene. Tells her maid to go and pick them up. Bring them to me. From this point on, things start to go a little bit faster. Actually, a lot faster. Here on Mars. Here on Mars. Mars, here. maid pickup straight to the palace. Lost meets and instantly falls in love with his construct. Time joints out of. I think this is coming to an end. A very, very quick end. Gusev, the dogged pervert, forced that way by loss. Did you forget about your wife, Gusev, the nurse? The old dream intrudes on the new reality. Aelita refaced his losses, dead wife, forgiving him for her murder. Then revolution. The 5-minute speedrun version. Successful, thwarted, mocked. Aelita is Lenin, Aelita is Kerensky, Aelita is Tolstoy's black hole lid. I end my old self. Please let me in. Please. Nah, of course the wife is not dead. He shot at her and missed, that's all. They can move on. Less Mars, more domestics. And the workers? The workers in storage? Are they okay? Symbolism, meaning, the past, tradition, a yearning for it. With careful placement of a slightly better future, always just out of reach. Loss all over the fucking place. Seeking a loyal wife, a queen of Mars, who will murder observatory staff to protect him, who will favor revolution before betraying its blood and flesh. Maybe Aelita is not supposed to be pinned down. Tolstoy was to me, he was a man trying to create a kind of mythological place for himself in a new world, a new reality. A reality where he could just still eat medovik cake and live in a mansion on the outskirts of Moscow, and the workers, they could just